Ye mabya fo so ai radio mo ba betina se na eja ya twetwe enkomo ede afa ye my Ghana ho na eye South Africa womo ne womo nsensem ya jese Ghana fo wo honom womo ma womo nya asomdwe no eno na South African activists wakasa wode nsem bia tudwa se sisi anede wo mo de pama wo mo pama South Africans ni aso obi yanko de krom no but aye techire pa ne say Africa needs to rise again. The leaders of Africa was wo mo ye bibipa e de maya my Ghana and other African countries it wo mo pama obi aso obi yanko na obi a enko ye ne kro ye in fact as mo de tu dwa no na aja se nkrofo e wo mani abede ankasa measure so be kan ho ne yakọ na yakọ akotie South African wo mo activists some of the tu dwa ne nyina no
we're going to block your face
because we are going. So if they bring my face, imagine my mother.
Yeah.
And I'm here. I'm also young for that. You see, she will feel bad that I've traveled to South Africa and
then
so please, you shouldn't.
No, we're going to block your face
because we are going. If we are going this Friday, we are going.
Yes.
Yeah, my elder staff goes. So me, I'm going on this Friday. So please,
okay.
I can't even kneel down and beg you that I shouldn't bring my face.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to kneel, my sweetie. If you're saying you're going, and if you're saying we must block your face, we will do exactly that, right?
Yeah,
but also, the reason why we are here is we also wanted to, before you even go home, you must understand, because we are trying to avoid a situation where instead of going home, you want to go and travel to other countries. This is the time for us to build Africa. We are very confused, Uguti, why with your brother, the one that you guys were working with, why people were saying we are harassing people. We had such a peaceful engagement with him, like we are having with you now. Ne? And we gave him a message to say it cannot be correct that see how you guys are, how young you guys are.
Yeah, that's
beautiful, young, intelligent, capable, but you have got leaders that are collapsing our countries.
Yeah.
The reason why you've left Ghana to come in another country to do nails is because your leaders have failed.
Yes.
If they have not failed, you were not going to be here. Nobody likes to, in my understanding, nobody would just want to migrate for no reason, right?
Yeah.
So we want you as the youth to go and do the same back at home. Familiarize yourselves with your laws. When it comes to anything that is under the informal market, the Ghanaians must occupy those jobs and businesses.
Yes.
We should not have foreigners that are coming into your. We can block it. We can block you. You don't have to worry. I promise you. I'm not going to do something that you don't like because
you get to at the airport.
No, with your brother, for example. Oh yeah, now you got a point there.
Yeah,
you are now a celebrity.
Talking about.
We'll be changing. Meanwhile, we are going home.
Yeah. Nobody
like
got a
ashamed.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I hear what you guys are saying. But when I was speaking to the community leaders, I said to them, we want to engage this the young ladies that are there. They need to understand where we are coming from. We are saying we cannot keep allowing African leaders to collapse our countries, and once they collapse and take everything, after looting everything, you are forced to migrate and look for greener pastures in other countries. It's unfair.
Yes.
And now you find above Victoria that are coming to question you. You don't even have peace. And I can promise you, there's not going to be peace as long as Africans refuse to fix this continent. Even there in your European countries and Asian countries where some of you guys will want to run to, you will be chased away. Let me be clear. We're going to ensure that all of us in Africa, we are all in our respective countries and fixing them. See, Ghana now, it's one of the largest gold producers.
Yes.
Ghanaians are not supposed to be suffering. But we have left it in the hands of the wrong leaders. Now, see what your leaders did with Emmanuel. They made it seem like they are heroes. But they forgot that the reason why Emmanuel and your kind are here because they have failed. Now by Nsangati, they love Ghanaians. They don't love you guys. Because if you love your own children, you are not going to let them go look for food next door. You are going to ensure that you provide for them. So they must not come with this, because even now, once they hear us complaining again, they'll say, hey, it's xenophobia. No, your leaders have failed. Ghana leadership has failed. They need to correct in fact, for them to correct, it has to be pushed by you guys. Next time when I visit Ghana, I'm going to come there with my passport. And once I've reached an expiry date, or even before it expires, I'll come back to South Africa. I don't want a situation where I become an unwanted guest in Ghana. Yeah, but more than anything, even now, if I ask you guys, where are your documents? You're going to show me a passport.
No, as for me, he has collected because we are doing my tickets for me. Friday I'm leaving. That's why.
Yeah, but you were doing this job without a visa. This, remember, it's a job it's a business in an informal market. According to South African laws, as a foreigner cannot operate a business in the informal market, right? That's our laws. And you can't argue and say I don't know, because it's your duty and responsibility to familiarize yourselves with the laws of any country you want to migrate to. We need to give you direction. When you get to South Africa as a foreigner, these are the jobs that.
Okay, the South African one more activists no and was say Ghana for enko wo mu kromu na wo mo enko siesie wo mu kromu na je se brofo akase a na wo kenyina no eno no na no ko Abefontain time fidie no so a one of the stories nso a trendy ye papa yes say yade a Botswana for so wo mo akate electricity a South Africans for woman sa eka but uremu a me pacho sa abraham no mo ka say Botswana woman mampeni a your friend no Duma Buko waba bonten aba be kasa de afa ho say sa reports na aba no xenophobic attack a say koso no mom no unfortunately entesa na say Botswana mpo de ade a woman no nya electricity free South Africa ntino vice versa bom and woman sa so akasa womo kire se yade a kire se nkitawudi a South Africans and Botswana for womu ntem no yade a woma hyemu kena kire se mu apia nkasa into no South African phone boom and ma Botswana for electricity but social media no so baby abefe bia no reporter kire se efri honom eba no me communicators for today so atena se amene womo eba aba betwetwe enkomo ede afade ekoso ewo ye man Ghana ho Albert Boateng wakasa edema MPP amanyoko ni saso ena Kelvin Owusu Williams ono so ekasa edema NDC amanyoko na mema wo munyina na kwa bashonko ede aba dwumedie so Kelvin bibia aboko de
bibia aboko njoso
NDC mutese
Kumasi online NDC nso ayi
okay nice bibia ede da na akwa so
bibia ede da na akwa so
Matia Albert bibia aboko
ye hu na edin amemu ne nkui dipa so de wotu omem say se pe wo so man penny for the gugu akwan mu na wotimemu ne ho hare wo no nkui a eden at least on shedanya okisa ba iguso emi ni kakran so much one and a half years akakra na ya to betia wo
Matia yenre mo embre no continue yan hwe xenophobic attack video ya yekobo ba ye ya ja wo hwa wo say Africans munyina munko mukrom na munko fixe mukrom sanse sanka mukro ya ka there's no way abe free Ghana ba be pio South Africa say oba be hye obi more eni obi eni echi e dia mana Albert wa misha se mfemfem ho video ye ko hwe uti
say in fact in some way so e was South Africa no say we nipa na wo tema edema yonko nipa na o TV eche na ukura mobile phone eze ohede ekoso na are wosem say yenya o man bia ma wanye Ghana fo ayaka die eti say South Africa o man ya mribi twem Ghana fo kun ye ho de ma sa xenophobic attack ye ka during Nelson Mandela mo time sa apartheid no we say start say ye moa ye de mamu
Kumasi online
Kwame Nkrumah de mamu sika oso ade bremu e ba ya be kan jiji so sika de mamu e ma Nelson Mandela the former president of South Africa o free prison be over be da Ghana for ase e do maybe na South Africans munya passport ye mamu visa kran vanko the western world na mo be ye passport e Ghana na ya pe visa dia na mo de ko ye san so ye ya mamu scholarships e mana mo bagana hanom be I say foreign affairs ministry wono e wona na international hostel ya na mo da wa South Africa di enka monya Ghana fo so mfa so bebre ya nke ni ko say ye kra de senka e bi before kra na enka mo mpe wo ma se mane kenye Ghana fo because ye kuyen ho amamo sa o ma we na over 30 years one of our biggest mining company here Ghana hanom South African for dia uko go fees a wo dia more to gold na sika se na muja no ye kra ye percentage o mkura mpo 10% mugu kru sika ni nyina na mo de akọ South Africa ye nka mo hwe go to ShopRite South African for their Stanbic omodia MTN omodia chese mumbu Ghana for to the sense say DSTV sa time Sam George honorable e ka say the musi charge oko the whole Africa ye charges na e wosro nti mo hwe na monte so no mo kan je za monte so e ma ye Ghana for kra ye minister no na ye ne no enya menteme wan say ade to bi fini mem aba be bi adwuma no ne mra wo pe ana ne hye ya wo pe na ode e ba be hye yekun ni nyina ye ne mo ne ke wotumi bi ase ne ke enso etimi pam ni wotumi bi e bi sen ke etimi pam na afi de de na o man ya ye yeku ye ho de amamo afi de mo pam ye o yonku bibini a ne skin ne tuntum te se wo de o pam ne say onko ni kunu onko fix in the country there's a Ghana for say yes we are doing say a person fix a country ya you ready into all the South African companies all Ghana nyina no ye pam na mo de pam ye hyem amaton companies samaya South Africa mo be gina infa it's quite unfortunate and ya na me ya say African say African Union African Union this is the time was en ki hu say e bibiman kabum ku na Kwame Nkrumah mo time and Nelson Mandela mo ne Ebu Sakara and Professor Lumumba and the others aye o madwen say on be ka bibiman nyina abom na nkia ba ba ye ba ko ne nya hoden ni aye adwumaden ama African yakoye nim samre na nka wo say yehu bete bae no African Union no matiada South Africa man panyi Cyril Ramaphosa ono so the same thing watiada was on krade adekrade agene nsem the whole president our memufo kunkum amanfo bo amanfo ye o mayaka de no usi age wonsem na ka western world ka beto she so anga be de nim go as recently na one of the opposition leaders Julius Malema say Ghana for ne e evacuate o no is unnecessary but is as me di no ho ya wapa wonim say e ba beto aba bia mo ba beto aba na sa de we say ekoso o mo ba beto aba bia na opposition parties no eya yaka de meanwhile wo Malema insu no one of the biggest opposition party in South Africa no economic freedom fighters eya wo de how na wo lead it is over be ka kire say adinta ye nya abotse ne mo antra table na ya anya bibia wo ne kwan so na ye fo ye di putupuru evacuate ye Nkrofo do mabagana ne ye ma ewiase ni na say South Africa for me papa eya mpa because since 1994 and I must say yes nyamra semu mo bugana for sa me nipa be 3 a mo shuti wo mo e was South Africa ye nka hwe e se Ghana for ye se ye mpentokwa ye nya ya adwe se ye beku to best na ne say Ghana ni a wo na adwe bia so ba Ghana bia no Ghana aban ye nhye se de be ya obekwa ko fa ne mazo because international laws and as diplomatic laws e wo mu say e wo se obi wo man so a wo bo sa nipa no ban me won so bonya ready December we aso yentra wo munkunkum ye Nkrofo because adi ye koso nyina no ye mo na mo hyase na adi ntina asa gigigi no mo ye no o course South Africa on ma Ghana ni be na so big company to set up rights and I say empty and I say Stanbic Ghana ni be na adi nta mo fa mo mre to asa no ko Cape Town be bia mo fu no ku kese no and even Victoria crowd ntina mo ko no ye bi before na wo say ye mre ye ntime ne munye na matiesi abonten so na enye me ngon because omo pebre Ghana no baba be yitiri o baba je se mo rekeke wo so wo di wadwuma na se adwuma giti na ene ogu cruise ka kase na ko be big company e wo mani mo anka bere
all right
enti ano do mo ye ne de do mo ye na no odin omo hwe no mo se san omo adwe anye sa because me be ba omo bia mu youth no ye wo mo a omu buade na se omo so betima resisting say yes on the case okay all the South African companies monso kwa e dey bad na dey ba enti ano dey asem no ti aya na area
all right Albert Medawase Kelvin mamintie was who take one days no for big attack
I say nyama bebre na be kana mi na yede e dey kan aka no ami dey me dey kan Ghana man Ghana ban na baso because asem ne ba e wanyine ni amane manfo already some comments ne ohwe media post ni bia Nigeria for call say be evacuation ba asem ne ba na foreign ministry amakoye sa Ghana for na ba nipa be 300 edikan ba aye na kra manya na tie say some Ghanaians working in their mining firms person mo yeden omobo ombo krom ni nyina aye na South Africa for many end ni ye because command bia be sa enche say yom because during the apartheid system no Africans support you ye pa men ka se Ghana for ko a omo man no Africans abo omo ye pa na amrofo omo krom ye adwuma omo ni problem bia with that one na omo say before na ye we bibi man mu no yen nyina nipa ba ko je say artificial borders bi ne twa mu mo sin ye de yen free mu kro mu because yes em ma yen bra ye kro ma na so mo ne ande ne ye na mo ye Ghana for ne de ye support pan-africanism yenim so more firms be brewa ha Goldfields MTN ye be just say other African countries some remain calm and more attack on but mind for South Africa dia so kokko form ba and am at say no more request to say yen licenses near sign for mum be no more mind that's Goldfields for no and no de nya de so my I buy near side no or yes I gonna for money because almost yen very chrome yen be chrome ye which is a good call do at 18 year yakade because and just say obo because wa unia bibini o chrome o obo no because o si waji wadwuma but emrofo na wo chrome on there o you okay with them e before na wo yo ma yakade nti so bibia de besi bia the positives nti Ghana for no mbra fie na yen den yen be build your mind na ya pe no already na aban na dom we've been able to restore hope that's economic stability in TSC oye business our own show say and now kota ade be china so e bona kosro nti omo mbra fie na Goldfields no so yen farmer Ghana for na yen den yen mine.
But don't you think it is also I don't know say me kwana so I don't know me I somehow feel say it is good they should come home and fix their home because ukro ya Nels de san kan hye da nye adwuma bia Nels keke nti ubetu afri Ghana akwa piem obi mem say ukwo Nels so come home do something in your home. Don't you agree with that?
Oh, me jitum pass Ghana for them brief you na MBA mine ye because aside ayaka dia na omo ye betima ka say nipa na omo pa omo free omo krom ni omo national interest omo interest say ye den yen so yen bra ye krom because e bia so when Ghana for be so complain say nkofo bi stress ni ma sa Niger for ye social ni yen so ye say den
yen so enko ai
tomo say yanko aye de me de me try Ghana for no so mo ye den omo mo de ambra ni MBA mine ye na emum see yetimi nationalize your resources na and also be boying.
Yes, because we share a year activists here. Also Ghana cry dey mu gold, mu a lot of resources.
Yeah, one yema be free.
Sika kokko so. Mu cry dey kwan zanka. Mo obi free Ghana mpoka so ko obi memu with everything na yewo. But ejuma ni bi ni henti no. Wo bi wo hono ma ne ma me ne papa kokko ofo no akoton. Wo ko country ben ya me ko Arab country ko ye ejuma ben ya me ko ye made wo hono. If something good is in our country, ye man penny for ye bibi papa be boa ye ya. I am not sure some ko viva sesa ne neme free aso wo ko ye made obi krum ade adwuma wo Ghana hank wonye
bebre now so education ka ho enra nam ne university student bi kasa university student yesterday osi onya ye kro be free o man ne mukra no akoshe Morocco o ko eden o Morocco onim de okoye o ho osi onya ye be free o man ne makoshe Morocco
is tired of this country
bebre now omonim de ntia omonim de ko so omodwen so ko ya no aye even in America kra enye easy ma na imagine we free Ghana say o ko Morocco o ko South Africa because they've been misled omonim say o tu kwan na akọ akoye entisa obetimata na o man ni mo aye.
All right, here we your next topic for discussion. Chronic floods in Accra. What is the government doing about it and who is to be blamed, Albert?
I said, we meet here. I am the toda na meni Japan. Aban ni kwa se bo aban so bo. Ni kwa se yesu free aban da. Say insu yiri. E yiri fa aban na mebo. Me president ami we see the national resources. Zika Accra magada meeting there in Juma. Now me see you here for This is not the first time I experienced flood. Ghana, your first year in was around the early 1930s. The first in Sweden in Ghana. And let me my main is to say, sir, early 1930s now in Sweden, you did Kenya and Ghana. Kobebia in Sweden first no. The Coco check say, so nice in Sweden by you. Go to a Ezuke say that circle home or the Odo River. Afibia ye still na nsuba. Iti abane ya so brachi we jaba with ye ken. Kwabe na fa so a insulin ba Ghana Water Limited and I say Ghana Water Company Limited. And almost say dam no rising about 48 feet. It was almost spilling as mu bi nsu no. Na bi ba betsen. And no say Ghana yemre mu no. And can you say nipa usi dying 100 meters close to insu? Yeah. 100 meters so bisa ye won say e de bad na ye wo sika obia pese wotena kurum e African pen sika ni pese wotena kurum ba bia didi okui omomo abrocho mu na odi nkoma esika fo no mo ko ba bi kura no nko chichi omu kuro te se de kasapreku si wa ye didi forest ba bi no agichi ni kuro by kodam no ne kokohwe 100 meters na ye kan ko bi asidan close to 20 meters it was on say ensuo de ade ba kwa wontimi control nsuo because the moment nsuo no obebie no baby ane kwan na bia na woko ti sa wo hye baby adam iwe efa wo say enkran assassin so people efa ba be fa ku apem ba be fa mampon makati onya ne sa sha osudoku no
komasi
ye be poso it the moment nsuo no beguso no the speed ene beba it is speed na de beba no nsuo ne kwan na down no so no anam so wo sikenti no se bi nsuo ne kwan e bia 20 meters wider wetimi amia wani aile gata fia di ama ensuo no it is ensuo no speed na di free so no ba no e de ebebuso yiri na ebe yiri enti ade ntina Ghana yen hyemra na yen kase wo a wodan bensuo ya enrusa entrasa 100 meters yen bungu because that was last year March sa anti-flat task force yen president etie no o modwuma ne say anamoko ne nam enso no keke na magiska is only in Ghana now bo say obi start project or fail gata or filling you na the stop work ababa bis was still na no ye adwuma district assembly so modwuma ne say adenta ye die ho abrosa wonim say ba bi a wo si dan eye waterlogged area eye flood prone area adenta na say no say wo dey also was not even Accra alone come to Kumasi wo koti use ya sikani kakraka bi pa wo kroma no ma da kodwo mo no wa affiliate teche na wo skenti wa ye project wa ye na e o yo okay no o ma to aso enti ade no say ye challenge nature won't mean challenge nature wo ye there one day e be expose wo ye uchumu tan enti me no a time na Greater Accra Regional Minister and even me say na enkran hene no so eni kwa so mo ha mo because Ghana for eni pa won ya dwe te sa aboa se wan hyemra manipa ye emrofo na ye omukroma ye kokosua de from no omoma jimi chen yo sabi ba emra chechire wo mo emra chechire mo pampe wo de camera bo ekwan so wo se wo de udu kroma ko bia ko not more than 50 koma no 50 obi akra frɛ eda ho na pile it identity na Ghana ye or district assembly or sorry eno answer what in the office the district engineer planners and answer homoso tiwo eno answer what in the office eno answer obi so osika no wa fail gata no wa feelings you ateche wo so wate ateche no wa fail o ma ne concrete na wo sine so yenya na yedi ho abro yenya na yedi ho abro etine mebo ma me ne president and come ha me ho because Ghana for ya so din eno answer ka the excavators akwa kosi ho who take measurements 100 meters away say you close to where you na bugu because sa we jagba we no o hwa obi esidan ya dia bensu
enso ne chipe
eno no say that afi bia no da no ye bie afi bia ye bie minim Ghana for ya adwen te say aboa be kura ya adwen te say aponche afi bia onim say yes pelinsu no because Ghana water woman say eye mabusu anu mu amia ebebu it was a ye nya sesua ensu to brem afi kura ne ba be yiri kesi o afi pa na e ba ba be yiri kesi eti Ghana say ye ni anye dia ye nye yeda because emra ne e behye ye enforce law no the nya say ye parliamentarians e call parliament eni emra bi o wiase bi Ghana hye bi be emra de ensu ni nimra so eti me de sa ensu iri ni say ye we die aban ke be ya onyi nanima timamufo no no mu se de aso den so fa so titi.
Okay, Albert Yabeda say Kelvin recent flood just say koso won kraman team no wo share wejagba we so de ya wo mabia in fact buildings are nema say no I think so quite all ban videos ni bia me boy any ade nyina no what would be your take on this issue? Who is to be blamed and what should we do about this?
Okay, flood in the idea say niama bebre nkofo japade ne niama mabrenya say ni nyina am focus here poor drainage and sanitation but before that na medic can abo assembly na chi before asa na obiara be sit down we bi no okwa assembly koje permit ananya sa
yeah
oti assembly honom onim sa hanom si akwa ekosi dan inso to e ho be still na obe wakọ anim akoma no permit so on si dan no o si dan ni we afi na mo be demolition ya me hwe videos ne bia obi esi dan ene niam boy din like sika ho edi do o man ni mo ayeye ba still na untimi obi esi abanso ni aba be dwiragu because en se ba bi papa ne nyina so municipal assembly ni ma no permit so fan kosi dan no
yeah
inti municipal mo mote wono mo hwe no mo ye o madwuma ye unim sa ha no mo se yenso na asase mo obi permit ma ni kosi dan wo no aside that ma me fo no so ya ka ho bi insu oto no obi akohwie nguragu nsu
imagine
Ghana ni o aya kire ye claim say your morals insu oto na Ghana ni akohwie nguragu nsu minim se ode okotugu baby a ahia na ye beji no onko hia o sen a ode obetu nguragu nsu na be affect ye nyina uko keti anwumre kra dia ore kra betimi awo keti anwumre de bi na me hwe video bi a kinzu ba de das bin se ba obi se ebisi ne store ne muti yenyi das bin se ne free o enso ko ha anwumre pa ho obeka se yenyi ne pa na ye adwuma wo ho no
ko chenzu
nti Ghana for na yensesa yesu ban na nya bibia na ban be aman aban on free ne fie mba me den emete ogata mu ma
sure
enya bibia na ban be ama o ena omo ye in charge of sanitation nso omo nyom adwuma yi
yeah
onim se say by this time we mo yesi so hwe no omo ye den omo clean onom ti se keti a say KM no so hwe no omo yesa omo ye onom yi enya time bia na bibia ba ko blame central government no local government yes on fa so ano no we nyina ye eduma
and I think then so kra no be ba say emse na region bi ho no ma first Saturday of every month e bi so ye last Saturday
omo gusu ye me dey metan ofore municipal mostly they do it honorable Sadat omo tai enya ho nko am eastern region New Jabin of they be idea MCs na lady sanitation the everywhere
because it is serious. It is serious a country like Ghana. Say na okeke say enefia dey say ya pon adwuma wo de kodu ho no be ye 9 be ye 10 you would begin to ask yourself say are the higher refuse dump na bole twa santema ye hie nyina ho ne ye be hwie egu ana it's a no. So I'm still shocked. I will say, idea so the umguzuaye. Say, should there be a once every month in the ABA more? You best penny for what they say, tries every month to cry. Monya say, should there wiki be a daba kuna mube desu honum, mobia and be sto, young fancy, kroma, and also babwa.
Your problem in supervision. After see acquire cleaning Saturday, no, ya be to say, ya could there send a kid, ya nana baby goons and a sadian. Ye are hana acquire some be maintain a honor. Ye be ya no be ya yinani
cause me
ye be program no masia for you almost yes yo
that is when I will move wonim eto de bia hu wo ma bie na no pa ne mpo no wo ma siesie ho awie no enumere ne mpo na abeko ho no e chense wo ma siesie ho ano
ade na deliberate omo sheda no mo ye because adentina say ye be ye bibo what say kwesi ebedu awukude a wo beko e ho nya finda ebedu awukude a case anya finda one normal dey ko twemfo anwumre hwe ore kra be wo
woni mebre otumfo ne maame free mu a wo mu pame amanfo free Dr. Mensa hone ade hu meni ATP nam honom ye hyeda nanti free menhia e ba Katia ye ba nam si say na hatie minim da chese hu Piotr Robert mpo fom that place is very neat. So yenya ye ukwana mhokra na ho cheye if the supervision is the problem then we have a long way to go as a country. We have a very long.
One thing is say about sanitation. They also you blaming more pa is the MMDCs. For that one day, me blame me the technocrat and I say ordinary citizen because me some me store we do. And I'm a tonema wedu. Na me de kie me abeti tikita mami. Me ma se de ne se me pra me de bola no and I sing remember be gu me store ni. E kie me asede so ba be sing.
Do you know something? One time we had one of the women womo ba hanum say and then their complaint to was say na MPP was so no. Na anka car esi hono ma opra na odi ekogum opra na odi ekogum by the end of the day na nipa no obebie store no pe bia na KM beje no we no saa inra na wosan kwa akoto egum no yetumi de car ni kosi otumfo run about honom na imagine say obi wo boss fm a opera ni nra na just wo de kwa to Kate otumfo start hono na wodi kogum ni mpo ne yesan pass aji usika nti obi wo honom a she doesn't know he or she doesn't know nenti a matue ska makeme na me koto mi nra gakra egu so ne yesan so charge me nti ne me just kwa
it was a sika ne de chechire mai. I was say at least 5 cities, 2 cities be also what you say. Take it now, we try the amount. A year you man now over be any so fast so take it no. And our proud ball and doesn't mean say me try take it when Mati came amount take it into no. And you can say with your ball is me problem is say KM and Kasankasa a big issue. But that was last month Zuba. I guess say Oko baby a KM a day or more. Ball and the corner. I think that's good. Say cousins who call no ma. Yema. The name beside me say the cost also was around $6 million almost day. A phone car. Nami beside me say baby a 2 ball egu keke yema. Ghana we serious in this country. Baby I got 2 ball egu.
Why?
It's yet me. Hey, then yes, you can't budget your amount for no yes come the day.
Okay. And I also talking about flowers and your best rabbi, you know. In him say or dollar go a time came and businessman, engineers and planners CEO, Mr. Ibrahim Mahama, or an against a Kobeti Mama, and yet he say on my abina stop, you know. Even later crash, Kabiko Parliament $43 million say on the COT Lagoon but on my age. Your best rabbi and us on your day, Yaba idiot, Yaba see a day, Yaba research into on your day, on your day. On the COT Lagoon in my and on several Bama flooding as well as of him. It's
not about the wood COT and answer way. You see, can yourself be able to say you could say or do review. But bizarre say, what they say, you say, what's now, what compano da? Baby, so I need Boba pan. And I think you know, boss or chairman. Bizarre say, and you have to do say, and the whole corridor river no, call a yinim no, they plastic waste Google. Pure Tarabes sneak take away near enti se emra na anya adwuma tinipa na bono na China wudwane ko emra mo se na nya mra keto me se ye kasa se ko Japan wudi o mani sika ne achiwa o mba chiwa butu sika beje afiri obusuafo asade wo sika koto fundaka hadi tsaga na yeso so yonso sa obi tere insua no o bizawa so opra nwura no de kokugu efa intimna na ose ehye de kinyesa da bia na ga to be ma
politics so amebua ye wo ye ya ye say na ye to manifest antino politicians are also scared say they will take a move meanwhile so no say when you were near to free now because you came to serve the country 4 years you do not man to aba fa ma kra Ghana
ya de panajudi ya de panajudi keke
but say be ka say na ye to aba na no da kembe Zuba ye odisisi we na ye to aba and I end this form by moon run ye and I move ye say nipa ne so try so be say
nipa dey agree to say we you
it's one person ye be ka say ye to aba fa ma de me nya kura mpo biom
ko obi ono ma like say wan hye na obi didi boom odi nso beguma si wo ji say bia 5 days time was an be didi chance ni mu a
and fa no fa call room
enti na ye nkora abro ne ma me motea ye no ade we wo say oyi ni say ti nipa anga sa adwen da ne tiri mu no Debbie, semra na anya adwuma pa na yampanisha amafo sivilia eye sa na be ne dentine sikani ete se wa betimia na ye force o se nya kokotena ku won se ye de yesu beyiri me so ni kwan no no amba abem no wonko wa wo challenge nyankopon me se ye kwan so adakoja achi o talaji sa o left o ma feeling so na ono akọ excavator enu watwa yitia de amansu wo challenge nsu ti adwene de kromasika fo mu na haye adwene da yiti mu ankasanga nipa bibini ankasa adwene da yiti
Ghana government to restore Galamsey land minister Ena Eka Sasemwe Kelvin
Kumasi online
land minister say Obaba restore Galamsey lands na jese baby aye tu gala jese hono mi nyina na sase na se ne ade nyina no Obaba restore
Galamsey adia how my even 2024 campaign any issue pa na Ghana for one complaining about Galamsey na ye ba ba yemu so abana show commitment on your ambassador galamsey no pese o yeden
or
stop it do enye adwuma ketewa de inti na Ghana for my 4 years no nti ye ba 1.5 years then ya e kire se galamsey no ye pese ye nsi ano kwan ye ba ye 9 months adaroma ye tima sizi about 500 chan fines imagine zenka chan fines 500 si ke gusu sinsuo ma ka den ne be sisi a ti aban de wa ye committed say galamsey no obetu asiye na blue water guard si so adaro mamo boy so no ban kakra galamsey ne de enyo okoketwa ba aban na ye committed ye be ho adwuma na ye sure say by before on say ye be free aban no de na Ghana fo ani age okona ya kono ho pa.
Okay, yeah, Albert.
Oema.
Government to restore galamsey.
Na Ghana you two galamsey wa. Seven na bibisa o. Galamsey ko so wa. Hey. Ya sempa land minister na kasa asem wisi me kwa na me feel say bia omo ba abem 2025 first quarter of 2020 and then can you into galamsey o Ghana bi because you know no ndc for na bra ye ba abem 2017 na galamsey ye oko a ne ku ten pa o Ghana anuma na ye nya ho twabere bia na ye nyi iti nya ye mampanyi da akofo ado or the 2 years ban eto galamsey so say no galamsey activity bia na bekoso Ghana na menu mienu na yihu say what the ban eto so no within first 4 months yihu say Ghana in so do na galamsey esen na eniti ema the galamsey yes ne cry o ma adwen say omo ntwema akofo ado because what two manu aduane egu enti 2 years na sha dan so papa na ye no mu nyina atena na yidi ano babae ana say discussion ye side we pe kwan papa e be fa so a ye be ma galamsey na no abrase no e se ba bi Nyankopon bo na pisi na ambonsam so e totu ni ku bi e wo no na yinuan man disi fo na mochi e de ye campaign say montomaye ba ye ba ma mo kwan mo tu mu galamsey o mo kan sa asem ni Ghana for asuma ma 2020 general election almost all the galamsey constituencies and I say constituencies na galamsey wo bia no ye lose ni nyina free ensa e ma parliament e ba be pae ankoda the current CEO of Wood Board and so could one of the rivers e Ghana a press conference ebu insuo egu water bottle mo de kire Ghana for say Ghana insuo aye na nanom breast na you say they adane tea sense chocolate in the Ghana for you tinenga me pese ene ya onu so nya atumi na ye di gold e share ne sa ye se onu na emmo ama galamsey nkoso o Ghana no me pese nko ye press conference nenga on kire ye nsu ba akopa a wetimi ama eniate eno na kire ntro ne na da NDC for etwaye e de babe to Ghana for so because recently I joined you say some investigation be say galamsey activities e koso no a triple the na koso akofo do time 3 times under President Mahama administration 3 times ama yinya party mpanifo allegedly ebobo mudin so mutu galamsey ni bi yinya national securities omukrofo ya omukwa akobo yensa asemo ban no they are involved in the galamsey inti galamsey kone de NDC for na kasa ewo mu bi omu na etu omu hu say eno na bebo amu manya sika because gold board na even abeto gold na free yenya yen president man abeka say mpo say yasa asene say na gold board eto gold ni free galamsey for no wa eso won fa so chen say omu di gold ni be kwa mono ni akwakotom be boa
na the thing is here no and some land minister can say insase na previously or right now asay no galamsey for efuntuma asase ni asase no asay na ye ka say yensase ni nyina ye kodwo tawde ye bibia ye no this time no wo mo na ba be ye bibia asay ne enuan kra ne ade a wo mo be try wo mo possible best wo mo be duedue asay nuan no se de be ya asase no ebe san so aye fertile bi o.
They said this is not the first time I walk asase so ba be reclaiming land. It's a who follow land minister now because na the spokesperson me or me pa Kabori. This is not the first time. Enti eye na there because I don't know so kwa reclaim no crop for na ye original chairman and no more born so now I some now boy in the other forest. Na ma adwen kra me say ko mba po na galamsey nkoso bi. Yentu
But
from
you,
good.
so are you not seeing the works of the NDC
follow.
now?
It's west. Now, Galamsey, me say from Anyam Kwanta, Okwa de Kokadunko. Roadside Nina.
But what more the basis is who say be illegal miner? You can just. You know Ghana is large. It's at least you can prompt
one
them.
One of the Achuma will be a Jackson say party chairman in the two Galamsey no manti. Joseph Yami money. Omuzi to Galamama my dad Ghana. At least ye now man penny be our 2 years total ban. Momoga some about within the first 100 days. We be declare state of emergency. Satan Professor Jampu. No, was share you for you tag for chi. A mobile cost strike and obey say, na some George number B, na some medium fin number B, now one winner, and nobody say Munana, Munana, microphone to. Tibetan, I wait me reclaim land. So to you, Nedi, and some to me or Canada, Ghana for the Omo, and this year Memono, a settings be. War come also word you make it the best. And backgrounds now.
You want to say something? Okay.
Many on the castle say end this for 2024 year campaign. I say Galamsey a bear Magalamsey for 2. And yes, I need a kind. Yeah, problem. They say more chinko for now when it's Caribeto excavator. Alco prison. Some year Galamsey yes. Meanwhile, Galamsey campaigns no honoma. No find the Galamsey name where you were near mom. And I'm watching young boys no money near you because Galamsey reason unemployment is not go for Galamsey. The answer about by mass committed government, Nipa Bibri, our court, their regional chairman or court because of this Galamsey. Don't mean to me claim so a Galamsey because judging can be beyond far away. Aside that, no say, who you my free Galamsey would they say pay you mom, ye bar by me a Jumara program, ye the Abama. You see, youth ni be near Jumai, also a national apprenticeship program. So Mujay Galamsey na abino be mom, and a 24-hour economy. So ye young Juma be fancy be free by Mudie. Nay say, in Yuma be bree about my emo.
Yatia, when I work anti ye bedia to Musa, when I free by any move and
national apprenticeship program. No muna the buy. I go for the time. Maybe Uba Jumema, your uncle for Brabant and more money my idea Juma. Hairdressers will be on. And he was talking about 24-hour economy. I said, even the originator of the 24-hour economy, your president, on the want to meet him. Want to meet him. Now, what him say? Was a 133 me bois. Only 3 shifts. 3 shifts is your you. Say the amas had the call most mobile the 24-hour day in the market. Hey, need to say Panamuka Chegana for Quebec to Obama. We go markets now, who see no. A you be mistaken as I bet you. Market is a Usia, store no, or the berry and Timmy. It won't get your job will be out. Yadia being seed.
Me pon am asasa near my
Yadia and I do your mind to what Yanu. I dare say now Pecobia to Abacoke to Isn't saying this? They are trying to insult the intelligence of Ghanaians.
Debut 24-hour economy and yeah about CM Cotton near Malcolm. Production is even part. There are some firms who have registered with the 24-hour economic secretariat. I share Jumana to say be a firm will produce biscuits or the 100 workers near within 8 hours. In this hour, ye shall see and I be mom. Ye bet mom subsidies near my beer. I bet mom business is now operating. In the finances is here or the Nipa 100 and a year Juma or the produce biscuits 200 a day. 24-hour economy, here we are. Over Nipa 300 because on running 3 shifts. Until they will produce biscuits 200. Obe produce times 3. That's the 133 and also 3 people, 3 jobs and 3 shifts.
But do you know that this wasn't the explanation? your government, yeah,
that's the 133 that we give.
Yeah,
even the
mo share this whole production thing, Yana. Mo debate and no ne sa ni mpono. Imagine say ejuma no ke yapon 8. Me na ma ba be remu be ye 9 9 10 11 12 1 2 3. Me konya kawe. Don't you see say the 24-hour economy nankasa it was something I said ba mutirim keke na so yenka bi fanchire Ghana
yeba 20 year ba beto aba no say ye kan dia unse NPP die de bia me ka say ni pa bia de o mfemfon so wo na akufo ne ba umia mamu no na mfon so bebre obet NPP a party bi a eba ebedi Ghana so a efie bi emu nyamfa so efie for time eba it's akofo adoka say free SHS oba yanso the first year no implement you be yen you no buy no 1.5 years ni even the 24-hour economy secretariat omo pon 430 who's will be a register. We are talking about the demand driven. Any panadini here na you see them no baba bepe. Demand I no near can want them no.
Okay, so say the free SHS oba by man be implemented and we saw the results. It was poorly implemented. Yeah, empesi a policy in the bay basa I said yeah free SHS because oba ye see blocks 200 ye we 47 instead of you to complete the rest no. Uja to ho na implement free SHS. After na accommodation a be a problem. Next year fa these students be time came krana etimi school 2 weeks near makwan that time am SHS that's free SHS no though it's a very good policy etimi school you call and after you call school na near makwan 2 weeks next all sign be register for extra classes for 3 months that's vacation etimi ten for 90 days that's under free SHS na go for those free SHS or the double track by because na enye properly implemented I say na or campus Ghanaians no but free SHS you cra idea constitution no cra kan ho asemu your constitution aka ho asem ye kwan yen fa so nya no intin ye ba ye see blocks 200 because nim say ye den a odi o education ni free a nipa ne be do so intin ye see 24-hour economy no yati secretariat aye de ba be ye adwuma for ye de ba ye den yeah planning for policy no because you ain't manning be you ain't implementing the policy because yeah share mo bon tin no an say yeah be yedin yeah be na e bia sa amamo e ba na sa akra Ghana fo ani nje ho
okay why be watch mami no ka say the free SHS was poorly implemented wouldn't be watch just some few seconds now it was poorly implemented na ya way yeah the akufo do no say oyo no sika kakra yinya no e wo say akra bia yinya so mfa so we go born my GHS onya de but SHS oya de enti minuanom ya no mo ka say free SHS ameboa na mfa so ni so no still mo nyina mutimi ko wie at the certain private schools all
no say free SHS
ameboa adibo analogy go na say na private schools all man no mu say now betimi etu na was nka woko ya benya ba bi oba ye Ghana de bi akọ free SHS bi ano wa cha ma misika more than 10,000 cedis and we say it was poorly implemented.
It was poorly implemented.
Or train of deck pass the tertiary. Oko campus is here. Any pan is overpopulated. They say yes and which causes in it would not be cast for zones why you just get access to it.
Last and final topic for discussion. Mahama can't break the spirit of NPP. Titles Global on free speech. But 2 minutes. Albert, Maminti, 2 minutes.
NDC for the so manga sa NPP. Ye near tin e wa man you see. Even Chairman Rollins going to me that time na soja me move. And no crown NPP to me a campaign. Ye ba 4th Republic 1992. And it was so na it me a campaign. Then ya fi Ghana for do na te kebi mamin kebi amemu as democracy. Yes obi etimi che na adwen. Ene na oba be kan ya hye. Bibia no me betimi intimidate ye. Because ade a wudi so fa so emre bi atwamudie. Edi ntina wo ba ya wo say sa de na wudi so fa so ndi obi so ba be di so fa so a. Emfa so ni so. Edi sa ya kayaka de en nanu ya Haruna Idrisu. Bail conditions o mode ma Ghana for almost say akazetia was it just was eye rem say bia obi eche na adwo ke na bia wadwo say wakazetia wa woman bail condition dey very huge one crowd want because onim say it will definitely go against NDC party coming 2020 general election because mo can say me brain far akofo adon NPP party mo timi describe a whole tribe so mo ye saka mo ye mafias eno ye ntimi anchemo entine de mo ba ne se bia enema bi e koso Ghana fo nyina ehu yesi ene mo nya adwen na se ye be che adwen samso be che wo de mo koso na mo che ye na eno so no ntimi kan che ye se enema e koso Ghana ne se Ghana fo dodo na ne mo nya adwen ayen kan be koso aka ye mo be ye bia no 2020 Ghana fo na be che o mo adwen
okay maminti o so 2 minutes
John Mahama administration no enye against this free speech enya dia free speech nya dia John Mahama otia ena Okasan so is responsible because Rwanda some time ago somebody referred to tribe be say omo ye cockroaches and we all know what happened into free speech in the honum, even though men support some of the arrest because as a court the court. Free speech in the honum back say oh you're responsible because in United yeah Ghana for and you be even can you imagine say na yet a atrenchment to helicopter crash and no crown will be the politics say seka President Mahama ni free even crash President Mahama na you may free honum. Never be one man just say the politics because I are awesome. And then people for any break as I say against the free speech. During their time, UTV United Showbiz, Bora honum, echo attacking for because the Omo can manage home. Omo time no United Showbiz, Bora honum ko attack omo. Into among Casa said the Omo saints. And this is supportive free speech, but you have to be responsible.
Okay, Chia will be able to chia and I answer you media.
Medican Chia, New Job in North NDC 4. We are not here thank University for, and to my dear KNUST students, we have to build an SRC for ourselves and by ourselves. And in order to support the rebirth agenda, you have to vote for Tunde Oyemodisios as your next SRC president. Okay, you Matia, Bushia, Dumshone Yaba, said ye light, Ebubu, Nino, dear, and Yasam gets one Mamma Musi, na easy for dear. Midi wo mechi ade o de beye no enya asem keto lawyer fans ye da munyina asiye papa said ya brani abra bia moje bresha sempa na ya ase wa me de be so mo ni twedi amponyankopon enhira mo ope ka to a wo be hu Danis garage a wo mo obi e o ma share wo mechi akwa ye kumase asokwa wo mo ni TI Amas e di hwenim 0550623377 wo betimi afra Danis garage e wo so na wakọ akwaje o ka production team me da munyina ase ATP nkrata de mu about the buyer and I will so camera ni MCL one no show them my executive producer Mr. Daniel Yabo me am tire dwam di dwuma de be show mu so de me di ene na ya sewa ECG for so baby am wo bia no me chiachia me busia nyame yadoma Monday ye be sa so edi ehia e show that dwuma de so for now ne de makra mu stay safe.
Audio